So old.
What's the name of our channel?
So what we're doing today,
We wrote down a bunch of questions for each other regarding fitness.
and we are asking them to each other, and we're hoping that they help you learn more about us, and they help you learn more about fitness and how to exercise,
Yes.
and maybe how to get started exercising, and also maybe how to not hurt yourself while exercising.
That is key.
I have a lot of experience
In
exercising.
that area?
Well, I have a lot of experience hurting myself too.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, of course, but hurting myself while exercising, and hopefully this will help you guys exercise and not hurt yourself.
Leave a comment below if there's a question you have that you would like us to answer.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and share with all of your friends and family, because they might want to exercise as well. And hit that notification bell to get all of our latest updates.
All right. So this question is for Nick. And the question is, how do you exercise or continue exercising if you are injured or while being injured?
That is a very good question. This is a question that I sometimes ask myself, how do I continue exercising? And every time I hurt myself, I think, is this the one that is going to stop me from exercising permanently? And
Well,
the answer is always no.
The answer is always going to be no. He will always find a way.
There's always a way. So years ago, I fell and I landed on my elbow, and it got extremely swollen, and it was hard to move it.
For a while.
Yeah, for a few months.
Yeah.
It kind of hurt. And I could not really lift anything to exercise.
Right.
Where we've learned in a previous video that one of my favorite exercises is pull-ups. So that was kind of out. I do enjoy dips as well. Couldn't do that. Couldn't do curls.
Yeah,
I mean,
lifting
anything with the upper body was kind of out.
Right.
But there's always something you can exercise, and I wasn't going to stop exercising. So I completely did legs and abs, and that was it. And it actually gave me a love for leg day. As I said in previous video, I really didn't like leg day prior to that because I don't really have great knees, and my knees usually hurt during the first few leg days, but once you get into it, it's not as bad. I was at a gym at the time, so I didn't need to lift anything with my arms to exercise my legs. It's all equipment at that point.
Right. What do you think you would have done if you were at your home, like in a home gym, to do legs?
There are definitely things you can do at home without lifting weights for leg day. You can do jumps. You can do
banded squats.
You can do banded squats. You could also do lunges or reverse lunges. What I like to do is I like to skip steps. Not like skip to my loo, but like I'll walk up every other step.
Oh.
And so that makes it more difficult to get up the steps, but it also gets you up the steps quicker.
You could do like run the stairs a bunch of times.
Yeah, I feel like I would hurt myself doing that, but
coming down, yes.
Yes. I can always continue exercising on the bike, increase the resistance. So there are a bunch of things where when a person says they're injured, yes, there is time to recover and things like that, but you need to get back in the gym to make sure you're not losing muscle mass, which would then cause more problems a little later.
Now, when you, years ago, before we met, you had a lower back injury.
Yes, I did.
That one, were you still exercising through it?
So there are 4 stages of pain.
Okay.
The first stage is you ignore it. You say, I'm not hurt. The second stage is you reduce whatever it was that injured you. So if you have an ankle injury, you might just stop walking as much. The third stage is you stop whatever is hurting you physically altogether.
Okay. Cut it out.
And the fourth stage is you seek medical attention. So with my back, I actually went from stage 1 to 4 in one day.
Wow.
where I was actually leaning back to do some butterflies.
Okay.
And butterfly exercises your chest, and I felt and heard like a pop in my back.
That's never good.
Or maybe I thought I heard a pop, but I definitely felt instant pain. And I tried stretching it out, and it just kept getting worse. I went to work that day, and I just could not get comfortable in my chair. To this day, I don't have a chair that is comfortable for my current injury. It has nothing to do with my back, though. And I had to tell my manager, I said, look, I can't be here today. I am not feeling well. I hurt my back. I have to go to the doctor. So I went home, and I contacted my primary, went there, and he gave me some medication to resolve it. He didn't think anything was broken.
Long-lasting effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually did hurt for about a year. But I started seeing a chiropractor, and they performed, they used like a cold laser.
Oh.
I don't know why I keep calling it a white laser. It's a cold laser.
Ghost gray.
Ghost gray, that's who. They used this laser on me, and I started seeing masseuse as well. And that coupled with me continuing to exercise, I actually did take about a month off from exercising because
At all. You didn't
the whole thing.
Walk, bike, nothing.
That's actually when I got my bike.
Oh.
Right at that point, because
you wanted to be able to still do something.
Actually, I think I lied. I got my bike because of shin splints, so I couldn't run anymore, but I could still bike. Another injury, another workaround. So yeah, I stopped exercising for about a month. And then I started getting back into it. My back still hurt, but I was progressively getting better.
Mm-hmm. And when you got back into it, did you start from the bottom? Like...
You mean the weight?
Yeah.
Or my legs? Did I start exercising my legs first?
No. Wait, did you start from like no weight and slowly work up, or
yes.
Very little weight?
Yeah, so anytime I take any duration of time off from exercising, I always come back and I try body weight exercises first, and I ease my way back into it. And people have made fun of me for this. They're like, oh, why are you lifting such puny weights? And I'll tell them. I'll say, look, I've injured myself enough times to know.
Yeah.
Don't try to be a hero.
Yeah.
This is my body. I know what my body can do. And I'll get back to where I was eventually.
It just takes time.
It takes a little bit of time.
Right.
With my current injury.
Yes.
So I have a neck injury, which I've been...
working on resolving.
Working through. I've just ordered a new chair because this one is no good. I ordered a new chair. I started seeing a chiropractor again. I'm probably going to go start seeing a masseuse again. I'm going to get the cold... I've actually started getting the cold... Yeah, that one's right.
Cold laser.
Started getting the cold laser therapy again. A bunch of these things kind of couple together, making a perfect storm where my muscles are too tight, my ligaments aren't moving properly, and my muscles are just not strong enough in that area. So all of this needs to be resolved, and the way I'm sitting right now, because the chair I'm in isn't working out for me.
Yeah, it's not supporting you the way you need it to.
All of these make the perfect storm for the continued neck pain that I'm feeling. But the way I get through it, because I can still exercise, I haven't been exercising, but I can still exercise. And the way I do it is it's one thing. It's listen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
How much pain am I in right now versus how much pain I'm in while exercising? If the pain increases while I'm exercising, you have to stop. You have to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to figure out a way around it. I've been able to figure out through trial and error, this has been my whole life, through trial and error, what exercises make things worse and what make them better.
And that changes based on the injury.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to scare people. Injuries will happen. That's a way of life. But
whether it's while you're exercising or not.
Yes.
Could be walking your dog, slipping on the driveway, when you're getting the mail during the winter, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Injuries will happen. My viewpoint is when I'm old, I'm hoping that I've exercised enough
Now and leading up to it
to keep my muscle mass that I have to help me live a more pain-less life.
When you're older.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm still going to have pains, but I'm hoping to have less pain.
Right, because our bodies just give out eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we said before, your body is just like a house.
Right.
It needs constant maintenance so it doesn't completely fall apart.
Yep. All right.
All right.
That was that question.